welcome back to part 2 of the Celtic save. And before we get back into the games, I need to show you Benjamin Negren is out for 2 months. Aye, that's a massive blow, because we've got the Huns coming up soon. So we're stuck with James Forrest and Yang Hyun-jin for the foreseeable future, but the first game was an 8-1 win against Livingston with goals for James Forrest, funnily enough. A header for Liam Scales, followed by a Real Hatate finish that was genuinely beautiful. Shane Yamada right on the line of the goal, and Arne Engels' goal that was glitched and didn't show up for some reason. A Daisen Maida goal that was sensational. Another Shane Yamada goal, he's on fire now by the way. A Real Hatate goal again, bit of a deflection in the box. But then we moved on to the second game against Karabakh, and I did field a heavily rotated team for this because we won 6-2 in the home game. I nearly regretted it. James Forrest kind of showed up like Captain America here, and he scored 2 amazing goals that genuinely saved us for going into extra time against a team from Azerbaijan, as embarrassing as that is. But it doesn't matter, you know, we got through, we're into the league phase, and here are the league phase fixtures. Lech Poznan, Bodo Glimt, PSG, Juventus, Sporting, AS Monaco, Arsenal, and fucking Bayern Munich. That is disgusting. What isn't disgusting though is Michelangelo Balikwisha finally joining the club. I knew he was going to come in for the Hun game, it was only a matter of time. But on top of that as well, I don't know, I found it quite weird that Kieran Tierney was left out of the Scotland squad. Just don't know why. We also got Sriracha in as well though, just in time for that game at Ibrox, and thank God for that because that's what we've got next. First team's finally back out, so no Karabakh disappointments, and we're ready to rock and roll. The game has been like edited into highlights, but I'm kind of giving you a live reaction to the highlights because I'll be honest, I forgot what's happened. Memory of goldfish. I do know that this first half was brutal. It was really brutal, and you'll see with these highlights, Gassama plays a beautiful ball to Tavernier. Right at the byline, cuts it back, Ant-Man linking up, Tavernier gets the ball in a bit of space, and that was the first of many chances for the Huns in the first half. And Tavernier's got it again. A deep free kick, floated into the back post, Scales manages to head it away, but it's only his forward Raskin. Ends up in Schmeichel's arms, and thank God for that. But Tavernier again, finally dispossessed, but we didn't do anything. I don't know who the fuck Tierney was trying to pass to. But Ant-Man through. That was the first goal, but thank God it was disallowed. That was a bad start. We're only 10 minutes in, and we were getting hammered. We were genuinely getting destroyed. But we move on to the next highlight, and a big ambitious ball up the top. Maida picks it up, takes his time, finds Hatate, back to McGregor, immediately to Yamada, Engels, McGregor. Dispossessed, but Yamada managed to pick up the loose ball, and it's out the bar. We needed that because it really felt like the momentum was just not going to be on our side today at all. But we did manage to clear that ball. Forrest, he was prepared to run with it, managed to get by one man. Long, ambitious ball out to Maida. It was genuinely beautiful stuff. Tierney picks it up, McGregor, and then Maida just wide of the post. Highlight wasn't done yet though. Tierney with an in-swinger. Near post, it's headed away by Sutter. And that's going to be a throw-in for Celtic. You know, I was gaining a bit of confidence when I was seeing these couple of highlights. But this was really all we managed to do in the first half. We recycle it back to Scales, who I do have as the ball playing defender. McGregor, that's another beautiful ball to Maida. Maida's been a right target man today. But the shot wasn't threatening at all. It was easy for Buck to just save it. But now Engels on the set piece. He's our best corner taker. But with a corner like that, I wouldn't say so. But we did pick up the loose ball again. We were doing really good in this game at picking up the 50-50s. I do think that is what saved us in the end. But Max Allen managed to intercept that ball though, and Gassama made a lot of strides up the park. Johnson doesn't want to lunge in and risk getting carded. Then Yamada managed to steal it back, and he does have 16 pace, so he will run. I do have him on an instruction that makes him run with the ball, and he levels it out of the bar. But Gassama, he was finding a lot of action in this first half. That's a beautiful bit of play. It's Danilo. I think it was Danilo, at least that it was. Just cycled back to Suter. Finds Tavern there. Links up with Ant-Man. 1-2. Ant-Man. That is a beautiful goal. I can't say anything about it. It was deserved as well. We were really slow in terms of like growing into the game. And then swinging for Tavernier, we managed to heat it away for his Yamada, who does pick up the 50-50 again, but he dispossessed really easily. Well, it was Raskin that dispossessed him. Lays it to Ant-Man. Tavernier now at the byline. Schmeichel, I don't know what the fuck he was doing. 2 shots, cleared off the line, it hits the post. Alistair Johnson, thank God he's a fucking shield in the back. But I don't know what Forrest was doing because the pressure is still on us. Raskin twisting and turning, trying to get to the byline, floats it in. Another mix-up, but it's McGregor this time that manages to clear it. I don't know what the fuck was going on. It was scary. I was losing hope when I was seeing a chance like that. We were hanging on for dear life. And Forrest just manages to kick it off the man for a throw-in. Highlight was still going though. Johnson, headed in, is really ambitious. Yamada's really small, he's not getting on that when he's got Suter to contest with. But McGregor, really nice ball to Maida. Finds him again, they link up on the 1-2, Tierney through to McGregor again. Crazy, crazy first half. Tierney though manages to take the ball off of who I think was Ant-Man. He's taking his time on the ball, making a bit of progress. Shot to McGregor, sideways again to Engels. Hatate, Yamada, one touch. And again, Maida found so much space throughout this entire game, and Engels, finally, a big save needed to be pulled off by Jack Butland. And that one chance, it really felt like the game kind of turned on its head with that one chance. And you'll see in the second half exactly what I mean. But at the time that wasn't on my mind though. At this time I was scrambling trying to figure out what to do with this team, because I felt like the game was slipping away from me. In hindsight it really wasn't, but I really didn't want to lose at Ibrox, especially because Rangers dropped points earlier on. I forgot who it was to, but they did draw. I think it was Dundee, maybe. Dundee or Motherwell. But I really wanted to bridge a gap with them, you know, early on so I could relax for the rest of the season, especially when you get into like November, December time, where the fixtures really start piling on top of you. I did not want a tight title race at that point because our depth is atrocious. But we start off the second half. Johnson takes it to the byline, brings it in, there's a bit of a mix up and Butland pulls off a sensational save on Balakwis's shot. Rangers try to respond. Tavernier's found a bit of space out wide. Balakwisha tries to lunge in the second time, manages to get it, but Nico Raskin has the ball now, picks it up on the 50-50. Suter and Barron, bit of 1-2s between them. Engels manages to tip it away, and then it's Bernardo who manages to get the last tip. And now it's Maida who's running with the ball. It was a back and forth game, a lot of action. It's Johnson again. Engels dispossessed, but it fell to McGregor, and then Tierney's shot is, I think it deflected. Aye, it did. But nothing came out of the corner, so it was not even worth showing. But Joe Rothwell, I actually don't even know if he started or not. I wasn't paying attention to him at all. Dujon Sterling's in though. Diamande this time out on the left. I think they broke Gassama off or moved him into the centre. I think they brought him off. But Sterling, no paying attention at all. I do have Maida on high pressing as like an individual instruction, and it works out wonders. I didn't have it on him for the first like couple of games because I genuinely forgot that you can put player instructions on. But I put it on for this game and I could really feel how effective it was. But he does beat Dujon again. Squares it in, and Yamada right on the line of the goal. Just like against Livingston, he's done it again. He's so good. And you see, I'm scrambling now. I couldn't believe that I managed to get in front. I'm just trying to figure out what can I do to keep this going. I tried to bring Donovan on, and I did end up bringing him on, but I found this really weird. It looked like he was ineligible, which wouldn't have made sense because he's been part of the matchday squad. I'm guessing it was a glitch, and I did report it, because that wee report bug bit at the bottom right corner, I did take advantage of that. And it did let me field Donovan, but I just found it a really weird glitch. I want to know if any of yous have had that glitch as well. It was the first time I've seen it. But outside of Donovan, we did bring Engels off as well for McKeown, and we switched McKeown to the left side because he's got a better... Well, his left foot's the same as McGregor's, but McGregor has a better right foot, so I just don't really trust McKeown to play on the right side. But we really found our groove now. Tierney done amazing to start that move, and he does kick it off of the man for a corner. And the pressure was mounting. Castle Grayskull was falling silent as Balikwisha was setting up for this in-swinger. Didn't do anything though. Maya did pick up the 50-50 and it went to Balikwisha again, who bet his man, but he was offside, which I completely forgot about, to be honest. Highlight wasn't done yet though. Sutar on the free kick, shot to Barron, back to Butland, Sutar again, and in typical Sutar fashion, shitty pass, Bernardo manages to clip it, and then McKeown is took out horrifically with Joe Rothwell. He's lucky that was a yellow card, fucking hun rat. But I don't know why Tierney's on the free kick, by the way. I don't know what his free kick stat is, but I've never seen him take a free kick in my lifetime. Nearly worked out though. McDowell being marked with two players there. And Dowell again, really heavy touch. It was easy for McGregor to intercept it. And we managed to recycle possession and retain it. It's the 79th minute now, we're winding down into, championship minutes. And we are happy to retain possession. Donovan takes it. Maida done so well to find Yamada there. One touch passing again just to get out of danger because Rangers were trying to press in the middle of the park. And Donovan rattled off a Butland, and that was the last action of the game. A 1-1 draw where we honestly deserved the win. If you're an XG merchant, you would definitely think we deserved the win. But I was happy enough with a draw, Castle Grayskull, in Football Manager, it's still a hard grunt to go to. At least in the first season. So I was fine with it. But I hope you stick around for episode 3 because it will be out semi-soon. I'm sure it will be soon. I'll see you after.